So you've been playing Starborne for a while now, and you're looking to find the strategy which works best for you.
Which is why I'm going to throw down these 3 different strategy tactics based on the 3 different factions, and without fucking about, let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's start off looking at the very first faction, the Frontal Legion. This is the military faction for all you soldier boys out there, and as you can imagine, this is the aggressive tactic. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go on and attack first. It just means that you're going to be prepared if you are going to attack at some point. The Frontal Legion provides you with 2 militarily, what? I can't read the script. Fuck! The Frontal Legion provides you with 2 military policy slot, which means you'll be able to help your fleets by adding more loot when raiding or adding more speed and firepower to your fleets. The main aim of the game is to build a large and powerful fleet so that you can take care of things such as raids or nearby stations or NPCs or real players who are just pissing you off and you want to eradicate them. And to complete missions which will reward you with tons of loot, which is again another benefit of this strategy and this faction.
Ooh, wonder what's going to be in this crate.
Now, of course, the military skill tree is the one that you want to be speccing all your points to. Make sure you don't waste any administrative points on anything else, otherwise you'll be fucked over like I was with my very first station, not knowing what to do. Like the absolute retard that I am, I decided to, let's just put all my points into everything. And then boom, my very first station, absolutely useless. I did manage to spec out into one particular after, but by the end of it, but it was still a great loss. Don't do the same thing. Please don't do the same thing. Now, it should be mentioned that every single faction has their own unique ship, and the Frontal Legion has the Basilisk, a patrol ship with +2 speed, making raids and attacks a lot quicker, and trust me, a lot quicker. Having 8 speed is a lot better than having 6 speed. And well, that basically concludes the Frontal Legion and its attacking powers and every single thing you need to know. It's an aggressive strategy, definitely has a lot of action, and allows for a lot of action early game on. It also allows you to unlock all the different ships that you can get, so definitely make sure to check this one out. Now, before we start on to this next one, make sure to put down in the comments whichever strategy you use or will be using by the end of this video. So make sure to watch to the end to see all 3 of the different strategies, and make sure to put down in the comments which strategy you'll be applying into your own game. Okay, so the next faction is the Atlas Syndicate. This is the sneaky, slippery gang, the assassins, the spies. Atlas Syndicate will provide you with 2 domain slots and offer a unique ship called the Pegasus, which has an additional 0.25 scanning strength, which is quite something and will definitely help you out in the game. Now, I understand a lot of people don't like playing this type of strategy because it can have a detriment to your resources. However, Atlas Syndicate adds 20% station harvest. This is fucking phenomenal, which can act as a huge boost, especially in the start. It allows you to see if your neighbors are becoming a greater threat, and also allows you to search for more missions, and missions give you a shit ton of things, especially those tier 3, tier 4 missions, which I know will probably take you a while to get to them. However, they are so very beneficial. Just look at all these crates. The buildings that you want to concern yourself with are the domain buildings, especially key outposts, such as the scanner, which allows you to have a greater outlook on nearby activity, and notify you if there's any troops moving close by, and the Stargate, which is basically a fucking teleporting machine. It allows you to transport troops a lot quicker between stations, alliances, and coalitions, depending if you're in one of those. The strategy is extremely versatile and allows you to build a great economy without neglecting your fleets. It's sort of a halfway between the 2 other strategies in this video. Now, the last strategy on this list is the economic powerhouse strategy, and the faction for this is Terra Combine. Personally, I highly endorse this strategy for beginners and even advanced players. If you enjoy having a strong and stable economy, where running out of resources is the thing of the past, this is definitely for you. The
Strategy.
Does sacrifice the ability to build war fleets, however you still have the initial corvettes and patrol ships. And in addition to this, it makes the industrial ships more efficient. But the good news doesn't stop there. One of the other cool perks are the mining stations and the mining colonies. If you manage to invest all 10 administrator points into the industrial branch, both of these outposts will increase your resource collection capacity and can be strategically positioned to make the most out of nearby resources. The policies given to you will have an impact on your resources and buildings, which is why I highly recommend having at least one station specializing in the industrial skill tree. This will enable you to gain as much resources as quick as possible, which help develop your buildings, which are the highest impact on your influence, and having a lot of influence can take you very, very far in this game, creating new opportunities for new alliances and making you more noticeable on the map. And well, that basically concludes the very last strategy, Terra Combine, the industrial powerhouse. But for all 5 of you who have stuck around all the way to this point, I will be dropping out this one key, very, very important point, which is that you should use a combination of these strategies. Yes, you can only choose one faction to join, however, all your stations don't have to follow the exact same plan. I personally use a mixture of industrial powerhouse and military powerhouse. This really optimizes your game and makes sure that you don't miss out on anything. And well, that basically concludes this video, so make sure to comment down in the comments which strategy you thought was best and which one you'll be using, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay notified about the latest Starborne news, to make sure that you always stay on top of your competition. I'm on that fuck 'em all and kill 'em shit, back at it.